I'm going to officially start the meeting now, and we all know each other. I'm so glad to have the three of you here tonight. And hopefully the information that I'm going to share is something that's going to be useful for your club. Now, did anyone have any questions or anything that they wanted to discuss before we go right into the presentation? Because I'm thinking we might even get done early tonight. I have my presentation is 5 Facebook tips for success for your club. But did anyone have anything they want to talk about beforehand or wait till after to talk? You good?
I am actually one little thing if I could add.
Sure.
When I do my templates, I've been using Canva thanks to you, and that is so helpful. I'm curious about the recommended design format or layout for specific subjects. For example, meeting theme, success of a member, or contest. I'm just wondering if you have a set layout that you do for each of these topics, which I would think you do. I actually haven't looked at your clubs. I'm just realizing mistakenly, but
That's
that
okay. I have one that I was using because it's just so easy. Once you get that template set up, then at the end of your meeting, you just drag your pictures that you've already uploaded of all your club members into it. But there's nothing saying that you have to use the same template every week. My VPPR has started taking, because I'm the VP education for my club, but I was doing the social media, and I've convinced my VPPR to start taking over that role, and she uses a different format because she's having fun for the cabin. She's never used Canva before. So she's using a different template every time. The big thing is just to use the fonts and the colors.
Okay,
But
super.
if you wanted some help with design or templating or whatever, that's easy too. What I will do is maybe just search for a meeting, or probably meeting under templates, and find one that has, our club has 4 things that we're going to give awards for. So I'll look for a picture or a template that has 4 pictures, and I'll take that and change the colors and the fonts.
Okay,
and
great.
use that. Yeah, so you just, as long, it doesn't have to be something that you get from Toastmasters, as long as you use our fonts and our colors. That's the big thing.
Right. And that was so helpful. Thank you.
Yes, but if you see anything on the district, any of the projects on the district, I can always share them with you too if there's anything that you liked.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So let's get started. I'll bring up my PowerPoint. I found we've done, Sergey will know, I've tried to do some online demos before, and they just get a little cumbersome, especially when I have this, oh, your resources are low issue on my computer. So tonight I have taken screenshots of everything and pictures. So I'm going to use a PowerPoint tonight. Hopefully we'll have better luck with that. As it takes forever to load here. Okay, here we are. So I might just turn myself off. So I can, maybe it'll get me out of the way there. Okay, so it's important that every club be on social media. And Sergey and maybe Alexa as well, I've spoken about this topic before, but I'm repeating it because last time I did a demo, and I think maybe some of the things got lost in the demo. And I'm repeating it too because it's just such a crucial tool for clubs to use. Social media is the go-to place for clubs to show potential members your club's personality, and also keep current members informed of upcoming and past events. And you do this by posting videos, photos, status updates, or tagging them in relevant posts. Social media for clubs, hi Caitlin, may sound overwhelming, especially with a new social media channel popping up every day. You just get used to one and then there's 5 more new ones. So it may just sound easier to give up sometimes, but the good news is it's better to pick one channel and do it really well than to overwhelm yourself and try a whole bunch, but only have a minimum presence for your clubs. I'm going to recommend that every club have at least Facebook. So tonight I wanted to share 5 tips for Facebook to make your club successful. Facebook is the most used social media platform in the world, and it's easy to use. It allows you to share photos from club meetings and also tag your members in those photos and get the word out about the amazing things that are happening in your Toastmasters club. It allows us to become more than a faceless club and gives us the opportunity to interact with real people, which is something we can't do with a website. This is my club when I search Google for my club. So do you know that Facebook pages come up when you use Google search engine? This is huge because what is the number one way that people use to find things on the internet? Google, right? So if you have a successful Facebook page, people will find you. So here we are. This is my club, Dartmouth TikToker. So first we're getting the TI, then we're getting our website, and third, we're getting our Facebook page. So that is pretty amazing. And I challenge you to Google your club and see what shows up. You want your club to be at least on the first page of Google. This is what you want. And if it doesn't show up like that, well, there's some tricks that you should be looking at to make sure that your club is on that first page. And that's maybe something we can talk about in the future, or we could bring up next year for the PRM for next year to talk about. So first of all, let's touch on the psychology of Facebook. People go to Facebook for basically 4 reasons. And once we understand those reasons, we can create content that satisfies that need. The first reason is entertainment. We are looking for a distraction from our daily routines. Our friends will share their videos or memes and keep us entertained. Next reason is news. We are keeping informed on what our friends and relatives are doing. The third reason is inspiration. We can find a new recipe, a new book to read. And finally, the last reason that people use social media is information. You can instantly find information about groups or businesses that you're not familiar with. If any of you saw the TLI session I presented on Don't Be Afraid of Social Media, you gained some helpful tips on how social media works. We kind of looked at how the psychology behind social media. So this presentation was taped and now available on our District 45 YouTube channel if you're interested. As I mentioned before, however, tonight I want to focus just on Facebook and 5 tips to make your club's Facebook page a success. So how many of you feel that managing a Facebook page can be challenging? Yes, I'm one of them for sure. And hopefully this evening we'll be able to change our minds and turn Facebook from a challenge into an opportunity. Let's dive right in with tip number 1. Share content from other pages, such as Toastmasters International or the District 45 Facebook page. The reason for this is that it immediately fills holes in your social media post schedule, but it also makes your page a source of information that your followers will begin to rely on. If anyone has any questions, you can throw them in the chat. Alexa's going to be watching that for me, and or just yell them out, whichever is more convenient for you. So here you can see in this example, you can see at the top, I'm logged in as my Toastmasters club profile. So I'm logged in as my club, and I click the share button underneath the picture, and I simply choose share now to the public. Anyone see those? I have the 3 things circled. So that's how I share to my Facebook page, but I'm logged in as my Toastmasters page. Now, there's also another way you can do it, because Facebook was just so kind and did an update recently and made everything that we learned before obsolete. So we're having to learn our Facebook a little bit more again. So in this example, I'm logged in as my personal profile. There you can see that right underneath here, right on the bottom right, I have it circled so that you can see it's my personal profile. So in this instance, I want to share this to my club page. So here I click the share button again, but this time I choose share to a page, and it will allow me, please let me know if my audio is bad too, if you need me to stop, or Yeah, go ahead, Alexa. I could hear some feedback, so.
There's that feedback, and I wasn't sure if it's coming on your end or
Is it
Sergey's.
me? Is it me that you're hearing? You can't, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
so.
everyone can mute just so we see if it's me that's bringing everybody up. Can you mute Sergey too? Okay, here we go. So in this instance, as I said, I'm logged in as myself and I'm sharing, but I'm sharing to a page. And this gives me, it pops up a list of all of the pages that I have posting privileges on. So if your club doesn't show up here when you say share to a page, make sure to contact the person who administers your club page to make sure that you have posting privileges, that you have editing privileges on your club page. So those are two ways that you can share to your, you can share posting from other pages to your club site. And also, don't forget to add some personal text to the post before you post. So here I've said, so I'm sharing from the Toastmasters International site, but I'm adding something personal. So I'm like, join us Tuesday. So or Wednesdays. I'm referring back to my club just to keep it personal, because if you share a whole bunch of things from other posts, it just looks like you're an overshare. So yeah, it's good to add a little bit of information about you, make it personal. Tip number 2, promote your club meetings and events on Facebook and tag members. This is an easy post that you can do. By using here I'm showing the event creator app that comes with your club Facebook page. So here I can create a reoccurring event that instantly gets shared with my friends, and reminders will be posted as the event gets closer. So I can make this reoccurring event on my club's Facebook page, and it just automatically updates every week. And if perhaps we don't have a meeting, I could just go in and delete that one if it's a holiday or for some reason we have to cancel. Here we have another picture. You can also post pictures from your club meetings. You can post a picture of your meeting award winners, or you can even celebrate when a member hits a milestone, such as a Pathways level. So just make sure to tag your members, because they will in turn share to their personal account, which makes a lot more people able to see the post and hear about your club. And there's another reason we do this. We are humanizing our club. We are making the people real, making our Facebook dynamic, which could be the reason a guest chooses your club over another that doesn't use this type of personal posting. And we have heard before in this meeting and other meetings that guests have said that they have looked at Facebook pages or club website pages, and they've decided to go to the page that's current, not the one that they haven't posted in a year, the one that they post weekly or monthly, and that they post personal pictures. Those are the ones that guests are looking for. Tip number 3, regularly make posts. I just mentioned that. This will keep your club members engaged, but also attract new members. So this can sound like a very daunting. However, it can become routine by making a public relations plan and using a social media schedule or tool. Bernadette has showed us how to use Zoho, social media schedule. Do you guys remember when? Oh, probably you, Alexa, you didn't see that, but Sergey did for sure. So this is an online tool. I use Buffer myself. That's the one that I used in my TLI, and this allows us. I'm going to show you a picture here, I think. Let's see. Okay, this is just an example of what your social media schedule can look like. It doesn't have to be complicated. For instance, it could look, your social media public relations plan could be this simple. On Monday, I'm going to share a post from TI. On Tuesday, I'm going to share a picture from our weekly meeting. On Wednesday, share an inspirational message, etc. So now we know what we're going to do every week. We're not sitting there on a Wednesday morning, oh goodness, what am I going to put on the page today? I already know it. And so this way, it's easy to post regularly and consistently and not get bogged down trying to figure out what you're going to post. So I'm going to show you now the social media scheduler. This is the one that comes built into Facebook. So when you use a scheduler tool to create your upcoming posts based on the public relations plan from the last picture. So here's the one from Facebook. The idea is to plan out as many posts in advance as you can, such as your inspirational quotes, maybe meeting reminders, Toastmaster ads. Then these things are going to post automatically. And the only work you need to do is add the weekly posts, such as perhaps like the photo, meeting photo, word of the day, meeting winners, and you've already got those ready to go on Canva anyway. So you're going to do as much as you can in advance on your social media scheduler. And that makes it so easy and automatic. You could go away for 2 weeks and all these posts get posted automatically. Tip
Right.
number
Actually,
4.
Leslie, I noticed that you were posting while you weren't even anywhere near home. So now I know how you did it. But my question,
Exactly.
before
Mhm.
I get lost, the screen I'm looking at now, it says planner. Is that
Yes,
in Facebook?
yes. So if your
Okay.
club, if your Facebook club page is a business page, that's important. Then you can see on the left-hand side, these are all the icons when you go into your business planner. And that one that looks like a calendar, the 4th one down, that is the one where you can
It
put
is a
posts.
calendar. Okay.
Mhm, mhm. Exactly. And then you see over on the blue button on the right, you just hit the create and it asks you what day do you want to create? Do you want to upload a picture or a video? You can also have the option of if you have Instagram, because Facebook owns Instagram, you can post to Instagram and Facebook the exact same thing at the exact same time. And you can say what time of day you want to do it, and it does it automatically. You don't have to do anything. It's so easy. And as I said, I use Buffer. I don't use the one in Facebook because I'm using Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So when I do Buffer, I can make one post and it goes to all 3 automatically. If I'm only using Facebook though, I would use this one. So this is what our club uses because we only have Facebook in our club. We don't have those other channels. Is that clear?
Okay, my very
Yes.
important issue is a group versus page. I don't know any club around and in my area that they have a page. All our area clubs have groups. Our
We
division
used to
has
have
a
a
group.
group.
We
I
don't.
don't like it. We used to have a
Uh,
group and I didn't like it. I got rid of it and switched over to a page.
So I'm gonna talk a lot about how the group is better than a page, but this is probably another big conversation. Posting content that the public outside Toastmasters has no idea about what we're talking about versus talking to people that are in the group but not member of the club. And these people that they come to the group, they're interested. I would better post to people that are interested than outside. They have no idea about Toastmasters. But again, this is another conversation.
Yeah, you're right. There's 2 different reasons why you have it. And I misspoke. We do have both, except our group is not active at all. So the group is there. So people within the group can have conversations, but we're a small group and we prefer just to talk in Messenger. However, I, as the VP PR, use the page regularly and we've had good success for the page. The group is there. The group is still there for people to use. Just with our club, we haven't had success with that, but we do have both. And you have that on our Facebook page. There is the link to the group. So we do have both.
Yeah. And you don't pay anything for the page to Facebook?
No.
As far as I know, that if you don't pay, the content reaches very restricted
Oh, you can boost for sure.
amount of people.
The district has a boost this year. If your club was having an open house, they'll reimburse you for $25 for boosting. And I'm going to show that a little while in a little while. You're jumping ahead a little bit on me, Sergey, like you always do. Yes, Alexa.
Just a comment to share. Kaylin posted, not a question, but she mentioned that you can link Instagram from Facebook
Yes.
Business Suite. So there are two platforms.
Yes, exactly, Kaylin. Thank you. So that's what, when I go into, let's say if I go into our district page, I can post to Instagram and Facebook at the same time, but I don't get Twitter. That's why I use Buffer, but I can still go in and post to those two. And I can go back, even though I use Buffer, I can go back into that calendar scheduler in Facebook and see all of those posts that I made on Buffer and can repost them. Even though they're from Buffer, they still get applied to the Facebook one. I'm getting confusing now. So if that's confusing, just stick with that.
But in order to schedule a week or probably many, even more than one week
You can go
ahead,
months. Mhm.
even month.
Months.
I'm sorry, but I have this question. Do you have a life? Well, that means a huge time to sit down and plan 30, 31 or 31 posts sitting one night and doing this for a whole month ahead instead of doing this a little bit every day or something. I just don't understand how this works.
Train of thought in Canva, and Alexa's using Canva now, so she can speak to this as well. Once you get going in Canva, and if you're doing an inspirational page, exactly, you have one Canva template for your inspirational quote, and you just keep duplicating the page, changing the quote and changing the background, and bam, you just export it and you're ready to go. So once you get into it and start playing with Canva, if I didn't have Canva, it would be a mess.
Well, but the Canva is only the picture. You also need to put some text and
yeah, you have to go grab that. You do. It's a little bit of a challenge, and you're right. Maybe I don't have a life. Maybe that is the thing. However, you don't have to make a social media plan that's that complicated. You could just have two things. You could have maybe come to our meeting tomorrow and then a picture of the club people, whatever you want, as much or as little as you want. Just try maybe once a week. That's the minimum that we want to get for our club, is once a week. 3 times optimally, 5 every day, the best, obviously. Once a day, great. Once a week is at least what we want to get. Oops, I went ahead too far. Hold on. Tip number 4, post videos. People love to watch short videos. A 10-second video will get more likes and shares and comments than any of your other posts. And what can you post? Consider snippets of people's speeches. Or if your club has a joke master, maybe that could be something that you record and clip out of every club meeting and post that. And perhaps you've heard of, like, obviously Paul and I have heard of it, the 77-day video challenge. So your members could do that and they could tag your page at that too. So you're getting information from other people. And Sergey, that's why you grab posts from Toastmasters International or District 45. You don't invent everything yourself. You steal things and you just say, come to our meeting this week. And the other club wants you to do that because the more time they're shared, the better for them too. So you're not really stealing. You're helping your club and helping their club at the same time. So this is what I was speaking of. So this was a video that I made for our club open house. We boosted it for $25. And look how many, 1.2 thousand views. And it keeps going up every day. It keeps going up. Even though this was in January, this video lives on in perpetuity. And it keeps going up. It's crazy. I think probably when we had our open house, it was only at 500. So since our open house, it's kept going up. And this was just from the $25 boost that we got reimbursed from Toastmasters, from just the district. Mm-hmm.
Can you expand on that $25 boost? How did you arrange that?
So this is whenever you post something, I don't have a picture of it, but especially if you're in a business suite, and Kaylin, if you have any more information on this too, if you're using your business page, whenever you post something, Facebook automatically just says, hey, do you want to boost this? It's like it's almost like the first one's free or something. It's like a drug, right? Every time they're coming, do you want to boost? Do you want to boost? And if you say yes, they're going to throw it out there. It's like they're going to put it into the regular schedule for posting. So they're going to push it out to more people. And the more money you give Facebook, the more they push it out. So for $25, that's about the minimum that you can get for a boost. So it's like Facebook is advertising for you. So they're throwing this out to people who might just search for public speaking or something. And then they're going to get, maybe in the reels, this is going to come up because it's a video. So it's just something that Facebook will do for that $25. And that $25 ran out. It was only good for 2 weeks. That was a boost that we did for 2 weeks. So it's not being boosted anymore, but it's still coming. And I think that's because it's a video.
Okay, and I get a bit nervous about giving credit card information to them. So was that through a business card, a personal credit card that you had to pay? Or?
It's a good question.
Okay, that is a good question, Leslie, because I know the district will reimburse someone for a boosting payment. But I don't know.
So I did put it on my personal credit card.
Yes.
And when it came through, because there's always a lot of hidden charges and American and Canadian differences. So when it came through my credit card statement, that was the amount that I inevitably, maybe it's $24.72 or something like that. That was the amount that well, it's up to $25. You can pay as much as you want for the boost, but the district's only going to give you back $25. And
Okay.
you're right. I did put on my personal card.
Thank you.
Question, is TikTokers online or
Yes.
in person?
We're only online right now.
Only online.
Mhm.
You said right now, that means you were.
We used to be only in person. And we're having great success with being only online because we're a lunchtime club. We go from 12 to 1 and everyone's working. And we previously had to cancel a lot of meetings because people would have commitments at work. They would have a meeting that started at 1, so they couldn't come to our meeting at 1 and then take the 10-minute drive back to work. So now they can just log in from their office and we don't cancel meetings anymore. We used to cancel probably once a month because we didn't have enough people for quorum.
So you were previously a corporate club?
No. It was hard. It was challenging. So we'd have to be there from 11:30 to 1:30 with traveling time. And that was challenging for a lot of people because everyone in the club mostly was working full time, but not at the area where our meeting was, not even close.
I mean, when you were in person, how did people from other companies come to your company?
We were using space provided by the municipality, and nobody because they were the ones who initiated the club, but by the end, nobody even from the municipality was in our meeting anymore, but they still provided us with that space.
Okay, well, must have been very challenging in terms of logistics, but now
Exactly.
I guess,
So we have a bing
Okay.
bang 1 hour, no messing around, in and out meeting, and it's good. We enjoy it. There's no wasted time. Of course, there's no snacks, there's no chit chat. It's just come in, we have one speech and table topics, and then we're out.
And once a week?
And our members are very happy.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday at lunchtime. Please visit us.
Well,
We would love to have you as a guest. Wednesdays at lunch, but that would be 11 o'clock your time, wouldn't it? All right. Tip number 5, we're moving along fast. Answer questions and respond to comments. The more interactions you have with your posts, the better. Not only can it do wonders for
Comments,
building your
thank you.
community on social media, your followers expect it. It is one of the most popular ways that people interact with the brand. It's crucial to provide a positive, helpful experience to your followers by replying to their comments, even if it's just a simple emoji or a thank you. Those small interactions can go a long way. How many of you go to a Facebook page, and hit that message button and say, are you open today? Do you have this in stock? I do that all the time. I don't call anymore. I don't call people. So if I hit that message, I'm probably going to wait 3 or 4 days for you to get back to me before I'll actually call, unless it's an emergency. So it's very, very important. If people do interact with your page, they expect you to get back to them and get back to them in a timely manner. That's what you would expect. So that's what they expect. Okay. Was there anything else in the chat? I don't think so.
No, yeah, Leslie, I'm going to ask you a question
Mhm.
or share a concern.
Mhm.
When I was handling the Facebook page for Mount Washington Valley, we set it up, and I was getting comments and questions, and it scared me a little because some of these people I didn't know, and it didn't seem like I thought I was being trolled or something. I didn't.
Were you responding as your personal person or as the club?
Well, as the club, I guess I was Zoom bombed at a division open house when I was the Toastmaster. So when I
No, that
see
sounds true.
people come in to a meeting, and of course it wasn't a meeting, but they wanted an invitation to a meeting.
Mhm.
I mean, I suppose that's a lot of work for someone, but I responded and gave vague information and directed them to our website.
I would definitely recommend that. That's what I would do as well.
But I guess, at the outset, you're going to hear
Yeah.
from people
You're
you
never
want,
going to put
people you don't know.
You're never going to put your Zoom information in a messenger chat
definitely
or
not.
on the Facebook page. Yes.
Yeah.
Sergey?
I can give you a tip against Zoom bombing.
Okay.
When we had we recently quit this meetup group for our club,
Mhm.
and because a couple of times we were Zoom bombed in a very nasty way. Let me not even tell you how.
Mhm.
I introduced this kind of a requirement. Start requesting 10 minutes before the meeting. Come early to present yourself and to solve technical problems. And please don't come after 7 p.m.
Perfect.
And have a name, have a normal name, not just one name, or and also have your face well lit. So with this bunch of requirements, that was all. Now, no more, because usually they come after the meeting starts. After the meeting, we don't let anybody in, and we don't let anybody in before 6:50. And so they have 10 minutes to present themselves the proper way, to have a conversation, to solve technical problems, and this is the way to go. And so we give the link only to interested people. When I came, I just send the link only to him or her. We don't publish the link, so that's the way to go.
Were you communicating with them by email or through Messenger or through Meetup chat?
You mean the link?
Yeah.
Oh, if a person signs up for the meeting, of course,
Mhm.
we give them the link, but we don't put
Through
the
a
link.
Meetup? You said if they sign up, you'll send it through Meetup?
There is whoever is a member of the group, they have the link anyway. But I mean,
Right.
for outside people that
Mhm.
they're not members yet.
Right.
So this
So what
is
I would say, well, what we do and what I recommend is if someone signs up for your Meetup, they will message you and then you direct them to your webpage or an email address, because a spammer or a Zoom bomber won't do that, or a computer won't be able to make that link to the other application. And then through email, you can figure out if they probably won't. And then through email, you can figure it out. And I would send that Zoom link through email, never through Messenger, never through the Meetup chat.
Yeah, and only to interested people, and this is the way I
Yes.
also
It's people
proceed
that you
with
can vet, people that you can
yeah.
ensure are human. Yeah.
Yeah, I do the
Exactly.
same with Facebook group and also on LinkedIn, where I finish my announcement with ask me about the link.
Perfect. Exactly.
So,
Perfect. That's totally what I recommend. And if you guys want to get back on Meetup, you can try the district one. We just got
oh yes, I was
connected for
actually,
another
have a
6 months.
I have a question for this actually. How can I include? I'm a member of two clubs, and I'm getting a bunch of members of announcement from other clubs because I signed up myself for a district meetup, and I'm getting a bunch of announcements on my email about clubs that I have no idea about.
You can go in and turn
I go,
those off. Are you the administrator on Meetup for your clubs?
no, we closed the group.
Would you,
Uh,
so you don't, you on the District 45 one, you guys are now on this anymore? Or you're still getting them?
I'm just, well, that's my question. How can we get our clubs to the meetup groups or district meetup groups so that people also receive messages about our meetings?
Well, if you go to the District 45 website, go under public relations, and then Meetup, there'll be the instructions there. If you have any issues, just let me know if that's not clear what's there.
So
But
following
you go,
instructions on District 45 website. Okay.
yep. And then you'll probably want to be administrator. So you'll sign up, you'll ask to be administrator, I'll make you administrator, and then you can make pages for your clubs if you wish, if you want to do that.
Oh, you mean like something like sub pages or?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, sub pages under the districts.
Okay.
And the great thing about it, Sergey, is that we can then go, and Paul loves this too, we can go to a calendar on Meetup and actually physically see a calendar of what clubs, like maybe tomorrow night, I'm free, I want to go to a club. How am I going to figure out what club in District 45 I can go to tomorrow night? I just go to Meetup and there's a real actual calendar and I can see what club has a meeting tomorrow night. And so I can go as a district member. It's a wonderful way, but it's also for in the virtual world, if we're having guests, they can also go to the calendar and find something that fits into their schedule, especially if they want to join a meeting virtually.
Yeah, I will do that on the District 45 website.
You let me
Just
know if you have any questions.
the only thing I'm concerned about is all this is so-called preaching to the choir. In other words, announcing a bunch of meetings to people that are already members. But so we need outside people.
We have had luck. Clubs have reported to me that they have had luck attracting guests to their meetings who have not been to a Toastmasters meeting before.
Through
the District 45 meetup.
Huh, okay.
There has been some positive interactions. So I says for free, if you get one guest who turns into a member once a year, then it's worth it. Especially because in Meetup, you can do the same thing. You can do a recurring, Kaylin just said they had a guest. You can do a recurring meeting just like you can in Facebook, and you don't need, there's no need for you to go in and manage it. Just keep an eye out for people who interact with it, but you've already worked with Meetup, so you're comfortable with that.
Okay, I got it. Thanks.
Right. No worries. So also by replying to comments, you're showing your followers and potential guests that you care, that you're responsible, and that that their feedback matters. So all this helps to build connections and help you stand apart from those who aren't as responsive. So when followers know they can expect a reply from you, they're more likely to comment on other posts, like maybe even tag you in stories, share your club page with non-followers. So all of this increases your overall social media engagement and serves as word of mouth marketing. So that's it. 5 tips for Facebook. So does it still seem as challenging as it did before? No, let's just say no, make Leslie feel good. Remember, so share your posts from other sites, make your own posts that are engaging, post regularly by making a schedule, post videos, and always respond to comments and questions. But I just wanted to share with you one more thought, one thing that encapsulates why we are doing this. What is the end game? Well, let me tell you, that is for the mysterious Facebook algorithm. We are trying to make posts that are engaging enough that people will like and share them. That's why we're making these inspirational quotes. We're making things that appeals to people so that they like and share on their own page. Like and share, like and share. That is the bottom line. The more posts that are liked and shared, the better our Facebook algorithm, and the more likely Facebook will be to share our posts with others, meaning the more Facebook will promote us. So by using the 5 tips that we just talked about will help you make engaging posts that appeal to the psychology of why people go to Facebook and will encourage them to like and share. So by using these 5 tips, your Facebook page will grow. You'll connect with your current members and attract potential members because, here's my picture, that's our hole-in-one to get members, to get guests to our meetings. That's it. That's my spiel. Any questions?
Yeah, it seems like you revolutionized some of my thinking, but unfortunately.
Oh my God, that is the most amazing thing to hear from you. Oh my goodness, Sergey. That's like music to my ears.
Yes,
You're my biggest critic.
well, I'm still am your critic, because you know what, I'm a member of 2 clubs and I am busy
right.
enough. And now if I also have to make pages, oh my God, I need to have a a bunch of employees around me, or some kind of staff.
As soon as you take that screen capture from your meeting, post it right there.
Right.
Right there.
And schedule it every other day for the next month.
Yeah, I need to have a staff for that, probably.
We will get you some minions, Sergey.
Oh, minions?
Minions. You need minions.
You need to find a millennial in your group.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to attract people in when the meetings are exclusively online.
I disagree. We're having exactly the opposite.
Yes, the online meetings are for people that are very career oriented, that wouldn't care about socializing and so on. People that want to improve their public skills, people that want to probably become a member of a small club, because if it's a large club, it's you're not going to have the opportunity to speak too often, and so on and so forth. People that don't like to spend time to drive somewhere, and so this is a very narrow, I would say, narrow group of people, a narrow niche, if I may use a marketing vocabulary.
However, if you're making posts that your members are going to share, they're going to attract local people to come to the meeting, and they're going to, because perhaps their Facebook friends don't know they go to Toastmasters. They don't even know what Toastmasters is. So by making a post that your own members share, you're going to attract friends of your members, and those are going to be local people. So that's going to work for your meeting that's in person as well. And I think Facebook is the best for this, probably not Twitter, Instagram. They might be a different type of person, but Facebook, I think Facebook is the way to go for that, for both, for sure.
I don't know if I'm, as I mentioned to a group that got together about hearing about our great important Toastmaster success. And the main thing I shared was about the atmosphere of the club, the way we meet and greet people, the word of mouth, and so on, and the personality of officers that deal with the members and so on. And that's, and by the way, we're not, I wouldn't say we were 17, but guess what? We lost on April 1st, we lost 5. So Right now, we're 12, and like 3 people are out on a regular basis, so well, and 19 people are meeting. So it's not something extraordinary that we achieved. Still, I just showed our way, showed the way to go without extensive using of social media.
Mhm.
Well, social media helps, but still, in my mind, this is secondary after human interaction, word of mouth, friend connections, and so on. That's my my belief after some amount of years in this organization.
Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works.
Mhm. Did anyone else have any comments or questions? I'm so glad I got to stop and sharing because now I see Tina and Linda. I couldn't see you guys before. Thanks for joining us. So I have recorded the meeting and I'll send it out to everyone. So Tina and Linda, you're VPPRs, right? Are you VPPRs? No, Tina, what are you?
I'm a president, but we don't have a VPPR, so I
Okay.
wanted to attend.
So you're pretty much, okay. Nice. Well, thanks for coming. We have a couple of things that maybe we teased out for future meetings, maybe some more looking at scheduling and using a scheduler or perhaps Meetup. But always I'm available if anyone has any questions or Canva, anything like that. I'm always available at least until the end of June. And then you'll be in someone else's capable hands.
Oh, no. Leslie, I heard you signed on for another year.
Oh my goodness.
So Leslie, just for the folks who arrived after the beginning of the meeting, this meeting was recorded, or it is being recorded,
Yes,
and you are going to post it on the District 45 website.
I don't usually, Paul, but if you want me to, I don't
I
usually
would,
put the periods.
I would like that very much,
Okay, I'll do that.
to have it on the website with all of the other great things that have happened recently, because this is very, in my humble opinion, very useful information for, the 80 VPPRs who couldn't make it this evening. So if it's there, we can redirect them to watch this, because
Perfect. Okay,
it'll be worth their while.
no worries. I will
All
do
right.
that.
Thank you.
I guess I'm going to let you guys go 8 minutes early if there's nothing else. We're not going to have a meeting next month because of the conference. And then in June, we'll have a perhaps transfer of the what do you call it? Torch.
It's
Transfer the
It's
torch.
called It's called-
I'm calling my meeting for membership the transitional meeting.
Okay. All right.
All right,
So we'll
so
do
we're
that in
gonna get
June.
It's
all
called
the old and weathered and withered VPMs together with all the
Mhm.
folks who didn't know what they were getting into.
Yes, and our hair at the beginning with our first meeting was not gray, and at the end of our term, we
Right,
have all that
yes.
gray hair
So-
showing. Yes.
That's going to be my June meeting. So thank you, Leslie, for doing this this evening, and we'll see you at the conference. See?
Yes, for
over here.
sure. Awesome. Yes.
It's back
And
there.
Paul is showing the background that we have available for download on the District 45 website. If you're interested, you can also grab it from our Facebook page. Imagine that. So if you can't find it, let me know,
Okay.
because I've obviously done something wrong if you can't find it, because it's all over the place. We're encouraging people to use that background, even though I'm not tonight, but use that in your meetings to encourage people to come to the conference in PEI in May. And if you haven't been there, you're just going to love it. It's a gem of a province. And you might even go through Nova Scotia, my province, to get there, if you take the ferry. All right, I will release you all back into the wild, and let me know if you have any questions. As I said, I'm always available because I have no life. Thanks to Sergey reminding me of that. All right.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.